My grandmother, Faye Hewitt Kirby, or Grandmommy as I would call her, was born on September 27, 1937, to Mr. and Miss Edward and Ruth Hewitt. She was also born with a twin, Kay Hewitt, and they were born on a farm in the country of Cheatham, Tennessee. She had 4 sisters and 2 brothers, one of which passed away when she was very young. When asked about major events that affected her life, the first thing she began to talk about was one day that changed her life and her motivation for how she went through life. July 20th, 1969, her and her sisters gathered around the TV as they were astonished to see that man had taken their first steps on the moon. Before, she had doubts if she would ever be able to achieve a lot in life. Living on the farm didn't bring a whole lot of money, so going to college was not an easy option for her. Though she did take some college classes, she never got a full degree. She said after watching man reach the moon, something clicked in her mind and she believed that if they could make it to the moon, she could succeed in anything she wanted if she was persistent and worked hard. That's exactly what she did. While she was in school, she met my grandfather, Benny Kirby, or as I would call him, Granddaddy. They married after a year, and right after her classes ended, she began to work for the Federal Credit Union. Even though it had been some years since she'd seen the man on the moon, she kept up her motivation. She started from the bottom, but not only became treasurer, but vice president and president of the company. Through this process, she learned leadership skills and how to deal with tough situations, also how to balance many activities that her son, my father, Tim Kirby, brought into the picture. After 37 years of work, she retired so that she could spend more time with her granddaughters, my sister and I. In addition to this, skills she learned working at the credit union, she influenced many aspects of my life. She showed me what it meant to have a strong work ethic, how to take care of the people you work with, how to manage your money, and one of my favorite ways she impacted me was how she always said to live by faith in all aspects of life. This didn't mean that she preached to her co-workers, but she encouraged them with notes and walked by faith through all actions that she did as well. She helped shape me to the woman I am today with her persistence and motivation to achieve. The second major event she discussed that affected both of our lives was 9/11. She talked to me about how before all this happened she felt safe and free in the world, but after this fateful day she began to live in fear of that it may happen again. She says all she hears now on the TV in Nashville, Tennessee is more murders and more crimes that is happening. She said even at the grocery store she constantly is looking around trying to be aware of her surroundings. As much as she loves coming to visit us in Texas, every time she steps on a plane she prays that they'll make it there safe. I may have only been in 2nd grade when this happened, but as I grow older I understand 9/11 more and my fear towards it increases. My grandmother always calls me to make sure that I'm safe, hanging out with the right people, and stresses never to be anywhere alone. But I tell her, how can I live when I'm constantly in fear of being hurt? I try to encourage her that bad things happen, but we have a God who loves and cares for us. No matter what we're going to do, we get to be with Him someday. These are just a few of the many events that I'd love to share with you about my grandmother. Like I said earlier, there are endless times that she has helped me and shaped me into the person that I am today. Because of her servant heart and how she walks by faith, I hope to be as wonderful and amazing as she is one day.